If you want to completely disable AI features on Google Pixel 10 Pro XL, then unfortunately it is something that is almost impossible to do, simply because many apps and many options that we have on this phone are somewhat integrated with AI, or actually the AI is integrated within these apps and options. However, there are certain things that we can disable, certain AI tools and features that we can actually turn off, and for the rest of them that cannot be really disabled, you can just avoid them. So the main tool is of course Gemini or Google Assistant, and we can actually turn it off completely on our phone. To do that, we're gonna open settings, and you want to choose your Google account over here. Now we're gonna switch to all services, and in here find Search Assistant and Voice. After that, we're gonna choose Google Assistant. Even if you use Gemini, you want to choose Google Assistant. And if you actually use Gemini, then first you want to go to Digital Assistants from Google, and you want to switch to Google Assistant. This is important because without this, we won't be able to turn it off. So now, after switching to Google Assistant, or if you already have Google Assistant instead of Gemini, then after that, we want to choose General. And then over here, we can turn off Google Assistant. There we go. In addition to that, what you can also do is we're gonna go back to settings, there we go, and in here we can open system, then open gestures, and go to press and hold power button, and we can switch from digital assistant to power menu. So if you press and hold the power button, you won't activate the digital assistant, the Gemini or Google Assistant. Even though they are disabled, you will still have like a little information that the assistant is ready to be used. All right. So in addition to that, of course, we have the Gemini app, and while we cannot uninstall it, we can disable it or deactivate it. So once again, going to settings, or actually after going to settings, we're gonna open apps over here. You might be able to find Gemini in here. If not, then go to see all apps here and then look for Gemini. There we go. And then you can choose to disable the app over here, confirm by pressing disable app. And then the app will be gone from the app drawer, for example. Now, another thing that is worth checking out is the Messages app. Let me actually press continue, and in here, as you can see, we have this Gemini tool above Start Chat option, and we can actually turn it off. So we can tap on our profile in the upper right corner, and we're gonna open Messages settings. Now, in here, you might be able to immediately find these options, or if not, then of course you can choose the general option, I believe. So this is relevant if you have more than one SIM. If you have just one, then you will see these settings. And we're gonna go to Gemini in Messages, and over here we can turn it off quite easily. There we go. Now, if you use Gmail, and you probably do, then in that case we can open Gmail on our phone. Next, after that, we're gonna tap on the hamburger menu, so these three lines in the top left corner. Over here, we're gonna choose settings at the bottom. In here, we want to choose our Gmail, our Google account. And then in here, we are looking for smart features. There we go. And we can actually uncheck this option in here. We also have Google Workspace smart features, which we can also deactivate because they might be enabled in your case. All right, so after that, we're gonna go to the phone app, and we're gonna tap on the hamburger menu again in the top left corner and go to settings. Now in here in settings, you might be able to find voice translate feature. So we can open it, and we can just make sure that it is disabled. In some cases, you might not be able to actually have this feature. It might be inaccessible in your country or region. So of course, in that case, you don't have to go through here if you don't have it. And after that, we can also open the camera, and in the camera, we can go to settings. So first, we're gonna tap on the setting icon over here in the bottom left corner, and then you can tap on these three dots in here in the top right corner of the menu that showed up. And in here, we have several different options that are somewhat, at least to some degree, AI features. And for example, these features are framing hints over here, so we can turn it off. And then we can also find guided frame, which can be disabled. There's also the camera coach, which can also be deactivated. This is also an AI feature. And there's also the auto best take, which we can turn off as well. And I believe this is actually everything. You might consider dirty lens warning as an AI feature as well, although I'm not sure if that's really the case. But generally speaking, this is all that we can, or almost everything that we can turn off in terms of AI tools on our Pixel 10 Pro XL. There might be something that I actually missed. If I did, then please let me know in the comments so that other people can see it as well. And that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, leave a like and subscribe.